Hi guys, Troublemaker here playing Anno 2205, and I am going to be building the Fusion Reactor. Now, the biggest part of this is actually getting your money up. You have to have a pretty sizable amount of money to keep that Fusion Reactor running. You need to keep the Fusion Reactor running. You need to be able to maintain trade routes, and then you need to be able to go one step further and actually get the spaceport upgrade and all that sort of jazz, and it takes time. It takes a long time. So I'm going to expand my citizenry here in the regular old place, and I'm going to need to get more organic food and more water here just to start off. And then I will be shifting gears up to the north, where I'll be trying to expand citizenry there in an attempt to connect to the Arctic region with that, because the actual commodity that I need for producing is actually one that needs to be transferred from the Arctic to the moon. So I need a lot of stuff to get this going.
Attention.
And no more important than deuterium.
Provision of specific consumer goods detected.
Now, what was I doing? I was going to add more farms. That was my goal.
Warning. Unfulfilled demand for specific consumer products.
So these are pretty big, so I'll throw them over here. And they fit fairly well here. It's as if I planned for this, which I didn't. It's all just a coincidence, of course. Okay, so that puts us at plus 18. I need a slight amount of water, and I did put a giant road all the way over to here. And I'm just going to fully expand that all the way. I don't see a particular point in trying to do any less. And where's my ship at? All the way out in the ocean. Do I have a mission to do? Deliver biopolymers. Ooh, I could probably need those, but I could also shift gears to somewhere else as well. So not a big deal.
I really like it here.
I could also hypothetically get these guys mobility and bring them up one level, but I don't particularly see that as being necessary just yet.
Hi. Got any work to do?
So I'm gonna load up those whatchamacallthems, biopolymers first, and then transfer or build what I can, and then transfer over to the north, where I'll be working from there. And already I've gained an extra 1,700 from the renewed, what would I call it?
Transfer route output
Efforts.
0. Countermeasures recommended.
And they're probably wondering, why am I doing this mission? And it's just so I can get the achievement for doing missions for the bad guy.
I know you're very busy, but you can't just close your eyes. Thanks for all your efforts.
Now, what's this other mission here?
I can't be looking after that too.
Drone
Waiting
signal.
for someone to take care of that.
Okay, so I have 47 left. Now, what am I actually short on here? Intelliware, luxury foods, rejuvenators.
Analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
Okay, so rejuvenators, that's easy enough. And I will expand this fully now. Sorry, I have a horrible cough. Now, this guy is short on seaweed. Do I have any?
You'll soon see the
No.
cost of that.
Okay.
I see. You've decided to go head-to-head with the Orbital Watch.
There we go. And we'll just bolster our seaweed numbers. Now, this guy, what can we be doing with him? Picking up some things. They're not monitored? No, they're not. Okay, so how does that help me with my rejuvenators? It actually cures the whole thing. Now, I need a lot of luxury food. I don't really need make too much for Intelliware. So luxury food involves building more of
Didn't
our
expect the management to show
winery
up.
facilities.
Come in.
So I'm going to move this guy out of here because he doesn't quite fit. And I can squeeze one in here. I know that. Okay. So that's our winery. This building looked like that I'm trying to upgrade. Is this guy fully upgraded? He is. And what we're short on is actually meat. That's not actually all that surprising. And I'll just build a bunch of those. Oh, look, I have a seaweed farm here. Didn't even know I had that there.
On our way.
Oh, balance is negative, but that'll be pretty short term. So that covers her demand for meat. Excellent.
Good day.
Now I'm gonna lay down one of these guys. And
Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
oh wow, I'm actually pretty broke sauce right now. Ooh, doo. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to put down more buildings in the meantime, since my production is more or less stalled right now. I'm gonna have to build up some kind of development area. I'm struggling to really figure out where I'm gonna put these two.
Underway.
Okay, this guy is where this guy? Yes, okay. And then I pick up the drone while I'm there and follow the drone for an objective. Oh, I see.
Great
My
job.
neuro
Thanks a
implants actually dropped, and that's why my money dropped. So I'm gonna have to actually do that. And drone signal for 4.
Copy that.
Ouch, that's a lot. So I almost always do this. I'm gonna rob the Arctic of their. Well, actually, I can only do 1. Because here's the thing. In order to create a trade route over 20, it costs 1,000. So it's better to create multiple trade routes of 20 because they're only costing 200 each, and it only becomes worthwhile to get to that 1,000 marker once you get over 100. So it's going to be multiple trade routes.
Processing information.
And I guess I'm going to have to go to the Arctic eventually and create a 3rd trade route for that particular job. 5,600 to build that. Jesus. Let's see. I'm trying to think to myself, like, where do I want to be a development area for homes? And I can throw them just anywhere at all, of course, and move them around later. But as far as this island goes, I've taken up the prime space for doing that. Let's see, more over this way. But as I lay down homes, my revenues will grow. Maybe I will make this area here.
Consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
So now my vitamin drinks have more or less plummeted as well.
Aye, for one.
Yeah, this should work out pretty well. Now, here's one thing we're going to do. Is we're going to make a road across. Oh, can't afford that whole road. Anyway, what I was going to say is we're going to make a road all the way across and then build one across here.
On our way.
Just so that we can make a smooth looking route.
You just made my day.
Coordinates confirmed.
I'm not a big fan of taking these monitored. Pick the cargo at the. Okay, so I have to deliver it to a monitored ship. I'm not a big fan of these monitored ship missions because more often than not, you just accidentally run into it and the mission ends. So luckily, it looks like most of the goods are going to be out here for this particular radar mission, or maybe not actually.
Coordinates confirmed.
Because he seems to be going a fair distance away.
On our way.
Actually, this is really far away
Affirmative.
for our second one.
Copy that.
Guess you never know where they're going to take you. Now we're getting closer. Oh,
Copy
it's over
that.
here. Right here, in fact. Should be.
Roger. On our way.
Ah, there it is.
Roger.
Okay. I have a little bit of money, so I'm going to make that road across now. And link everybody up. And what I was wanting to do is put a road down this way. Can I afford that yet? Yes, there we go. And then we'll just jackhammer up the old road, which will generate revenues, some return, and make it look nice and
Full
crisp.
speed ahead.
And also make the land more usable. It's occupying less space,
Copy that.
but you occupy that matter. Every time you have to make a left turn or a right turn, you're creating more
our way.
space that you have to use up. So it looks like these are
Coordinates
going to
confirmed.
be all over the place.
Underway.
Okay, so it's
Roger.
actually somewhere up here, where this ship is going through.
Copy that.
That crispiness.
On our way.
So maybe over here. Actually, it's not that close. So probably
Underway.
over here, like this area over here. What does she want again? Oh yeah, 6 security departments. It's actually not a terrible goal
Coordinates
to work towards. So how short am I on vitamin drinks? Just -6.
Roger.
It's actually not too hard to accomplish.
Copy that. Copy that.
Oh, there she blows.
Underway.
Oops, that's not a good place to put that. Okay, so for the side here, I think optimal space will just be 1. I can't fit another one anywhere else there. Oh shoot, you know what?
Got some work for me.
We didn't put a road across here. Or over here. Oopsie. And I'll just leave this space open here. I can probably fit a vitamin drinks
Underway.
here. Looks like we're gonna go into this crate over here. Now, what mission do we have here?
Interested in a little trip? Hey, very,
Collect
very
monitor
quiet
floats
trip.
from.
That should make life easier.
God, at least it's decently close. Hopefully, sometimes when you accept double monitored missions, you have the 2 of them stacking up, and it's
Copy that.
really, really, really bad. So I'm getting closer.
Coordinates confirmed.
You? Here? I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous.
Now let's see about increasing our vitamin drinks. Ooh, actually, I'm short on 1 resource.
Underway.
It's actually going to be logistics.
Coordinates confirmed.
Certainly make me feel rather foolish about wasting a lot of money on buying things, but
Work just never ends, eh?
Coordinates confirmed.
slowing somewhere, speed somewhere else.
Full speed ahead.
Wow, this is a really not actually where I thought it would be. I thought it would be
Affirmative.
in this hole here, but looks like it's really far away. The radar ship is leading
Coordinates
me
confirmed.
astray, I feel. In a loop, if you will.
Underway.
But I will be close to that monitored flotsam to pick that up.
On our way.
Salvage is
Hard work pays off.
when a ship is destroyed. Jettison is
On our way.
is when you eject cargo from your
Full speed
ship.
ahead.
And flotsam.
Underway.
I can't remember what flotsam is.
Underway.
It's not pieces of ship, but
Roger.
I'm tempted to say that it is something you
Underway.
find in the ocean with unknown causes.
Affirmative.
Oh, no ships on the way? Good. I guess the other monitor ships will show up probably later. So that one extra one up there. Okay, so now do I have enough for this? I do. Oh, that's right. The actual problem is I didn't have enough for this. Which is kind of neat because it fits almost anywhere. It's in these little awkward gaps all over the place.
If you're here, who's out dealing with the problem?
So we're just going to increase. Oh, we're actually short on fruit. So I'm going to give it a lot of space to work with. Yeah, that's probably a good spot. I did that wrong. Oh boy, it's not going to fit either way. Okay, well, I'll make this space for any kind of attachment I might need later on. Okay, so... Oh, that wasn't even the guy I was supposed to deliver to. That was just some other guy. This is the guy I'm supposed to deliver to. Now...
Nice. Remember though, nobody says nothing.
That doesn't even make any sense. Not a lick of sense. Okay, upgrades time. Because I have more than enough resources to support houses on this particular level.
Well,
Except for neuro implants. That's the only one that I'm really lacking on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade a bunch of these, then go to the Arctic, work on the Arctic. I'll be building more workers up there, of course, but I'll also be building more neuro implants that we're using those actual workers. And then we'll be shifting those neuro implants south down to our terrestrial or torrential or non-ice region. I don't know. I don't know what it's called actually. Now, weird enough, it kind of looks like there's all these bridges on the map, but that's actually just the power dams, the hydro dams. The actual bridge to the middle here is right here, which requires taking a completely different island. Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with taking another island. In fact, I might have to take a new island sooner rather than later. Okay, and delivered.
See? That's why I'm glad I work for you.
What's this guy offering here?
If you are interested, my superior has splendid.
Ugh, I hate those, but that's all I have right now, so I can't be too picky. So I have a decent stash of iridium. I'm gonna use the energy efficiency ones to bring down my power consumption across the board. Now, where's those big users? Here's a big user. Let's see, energy maintenance 10%. Oh yeah, most definitely. So one thing I can do to save a little bit more space is move this guy up a little bit, and this guy up a little bit. Actually, move them both up a little bit, right? And we'll just squeeze them in here. Yeah, isn't that neat? Still a little gap here, but it's an awkward building. Making use of that space is difficult. This is a... Oh, we already had that one loaded up. Do we have this one loaded up? 9. We do not. And I'll be putting them all back here, just so I can try and use up that space. I'm actually short on credits now. So that saves us 528 power. That's a good number. Nice round number. Nice thing about promotions here is that the first round of promotions only cost you 4 biopolymers and 2 constructor bots. So not going to use money, which is good. If it used money, it would really slow things down quite a bit. Now where's our radar? How's our... Okay, so -6 still, not too high.
Copy that.
Well, all the way up here, I guess. Where it stops, nobody knows. Yeah, actually a lot of the expenses in this game are trade route expenses. I can show you better in here. Just to give you an idea, this trade route costs 3,000. This trade route costs 3,000. This one's to the moon. It's 4 rejuvenators, cost me 3,000. This one cost me 3,000. These ones cost me 800 total. So that's 6,800 bones for travel between space and among colonies. So when you get multiple Earth colonies, it actually makes a lot of sense to have just one route to Earth.
Roger.
Just one for each commodity, and then to make smaller 300-point trade routes to distribute those goods to other ones. I mean, the what would you call them? The mechanics of the game, the tech of the game is also very wonky. It's very, very wonky. And, yeah, I mean, it will make your head explode with anger, by the way, not happiness, anger. Now, let's turn this guy into a money efficiency. So, we'll save money on a bit of power. Now, of course, I'll be deleting this eventually because we'll be transferring power. Yes, you can transfer power. It's a cool newer thing in the game.
Coordinates confirmed.
There's a little object. How many more objects do I need to collect? One more.
Copy that.
And the last one looks like it'll be somewhere over here. I'm just going to move to a neutral location to get a better vantage point of the direction they intend to travel. And I won't be laying down any infodromes until I have fully upgraded every single one of these housing units that I can. That's how I roll. Did I just see... No, I thought I saw a thingamabobber, but I did not. Well, I still have 87 iridium to spend, and iridium is the resource that is used for tightening up your industry. So this is one that I'm not using right now, but I will be turning on. So I'll go ahead and throw down some iridium here. Actually, that one didn't even use iridium, did it? This one uses iridium. So I can get down 3 here.
Coordinates confirmed. Affirm.
Because it won't be too much
Consumer
longer.
analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
It won't be too long before I'm required to lay down another or start production of our roboticons. So we have that
Copy
going
that.
for us. Now what's our new mission
Listen,
here?
I'm onto something big.
Oh, that's actually a really easy
Wonderful
one.
news.
And it's iridium. I love iridium. Iridium's so good. Why does that always be so far away? Everything in this game is so far away.
Coordinates confirmed.
Okay.
On our way. Affirmative. Roger. Underway.
See, the bobber actually looks very similar to the thing that there's a little thing that appears every time you
Your
click. It's right
discretion
here.
is exemplary. Cassian is grateful.
So that kind of sucks. So now we're going to destroy a bunch of ships, and that's going to be awesome. Now, more upgrades required. And this upgrading does heavily increase your revenue flow. Can't be mentioned enough.
Sorry, you must be accustomed to more comfort.
Okay, so with that mission I have just
Transfer
completed,
route output at 0.
more
Countermeasures recommend.
efficiency. So I'm going to bring down credit costs of running this particular facility by a nice bit. I have this random incubator over here. So I burned through all that iridium already.
Warning. Unfulfilled demand for specific consumer products.
So this one gives 45 iridium.
Coordinates confirmed.
And they're all up here. Oh, they're monitored. Oh god, that makes it even
Full
more
speed ahead.
complicated. Okay. It doesn't change too much. Maybe I build a road, like I move this guy over here. And I build one road across here. I can squeeze in another one over here. Does that meet my demand? It does. I don't know how much our balance is for these guys. Ooh, I actually need I need more logistics. More upgrades, please. Promotion not possible.
So, right then.
Copy that. Copy that.
Oh, I'm actually short on roboticons now, so I'm going to have to turn this industry back on. It's going to cost us ever so little amounts of money. And we're back to a positive 10 production.
Full speed
I am
ahead.
overproducing on resources to build that, but at this point I'm not going to shut those down.
Underway.
It's just not worth the time. I am fairly positive.
way.
Not HIV positive, but I am fairly positive on my numbers here. So yeah, with these,
Affirmative.
this is like really, really mixed mission. And this one's actually not too bad, but some of them can get terrible. Like a lot of times you're standing there and they'll be so close to
Copy
each
that.
other that they'll have multiple monitors kind of just flying around. So imagine if like you had two dissecting this way, you know?
Roger.
And it does look like he might try and get pretty darn close, but you know, not happening. Yeah, they're all randomly generated, so you know there's a certain amount of fairness to them, but some of them are dangerously impossible to complete.
Coordinates confirmed.
Especially on the moon. On Earth, they're not as terrible.
Roger.
Terribly frightening. And that should be the last ship.
On our way. Coordinates
Was
confirmed.
that not the last ship? Oh, there's another ship actually. Where is this other ship at?
Affirmative.
Oh, look at that. There's one all the way down here by itself, independent of all the other
Coordinates
ones.
confirmed.
Oh. Now we're gonna be talking. I think I'm gonna do a crisis zone mission while my resources rebuild themselves.
Affirmative.
Because yeah, there's not too much I can do
That was
here for now.
fascinating to see. Thank you so much.
So yeah, I still have a lot that I can upgrade here. So I'm gonna hit up crisis zone. Let's go with this southern one here.
Scratch. Just one scratch, and I'll just go and get him.
So switching up to advanced gives you more resources. Note, you get almost double reward for the experience, and you get a lot more graphene, and you get a lot more iridium for winning. You also get more resources in the game as well as you're going around. So you're gonna, just by doing advanced, you're gonna get a ridiculous amount. When you do the next level, you're getting like 900 per round if you scour the entire map. So these harder difficulty ones very much become very worthwhile to accomplish. Now, my plan of attack here is that once I have balanced off my books, I will be heading off into the Arctic, and I will be adding in a new resource for them. And I will be
Battle stations.
upgrading their
Broken.
numbers
Don't
of
let
people.
anyone escape.
So yeah,
See? Those lousy privateers attack any material transport ships that go through there. Send them to the seabed before they do the same to our material shipment.
those
I got
giant
your back.
ships are actually really good to kill because they give a lot of resources, and they give off a lot of
Good of you to
you
drop
know,
by.
these abilities.
Said
I hate the lifeboats mission.
The marine radio messages.
It's actually pretty easy to do. Missile barrage
I
and
know you can bring.
destroy hunters. 3 of them only. That's easy. Oh, actually, there's 2 lifeboats over here. Look at that. Now, initially, I'm starting off with nothing, so everything's gonna hurt pretty
Method
badly.
systems online.
It's this facility, magnetite. That's our space resource. So, yeah,
Coordinates confirmed.
it's not the hardest difficulty, but it's always good to err on the side of caution.
All hands
So I'm gonna go
engaged.
grab this quick magnetite, and where's our lifeboat locations at? Oh, they're all there. That's actually not too bad,
Affirmative.
because our objective is actually to destroy the orbital. What? Oh yeah, just
On our way.
right. The orbital watch commandos on the 3 potential locations.
Battle station.
So I have all this fuel, and I'll be using only
It's over
repair
there,
drones.
Running.
I will not be using anything else. Are these?
Enemy movement
No, those are
detected.
hedgehogs. I was like, geez, they look kind of, but they're not actually. I thought they were potentially the hunters, but hunters are much longer than those guys. Okay, so since I have time, since I'm waiting on things to build up, I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. Now these drones here, I'm actually gonna use. No point. So I'm gonna pull them, and I'm gonna run away from them because they actually can get pretty nasty. And
Affirmative.
kite as many of them as I can because they can destroy a lot of small ships very
Copy
easily.
that.
And last hit.
Roger.
Good. Good kiting. Okay, so my first attack on missile is going to be
Full
these
speed ahead.
carriers. I hate these carriers. And he also has 2 hunters with him here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start
Coordinates
attacking this, and as he moves up to attack me, I'm going to do this. Ready?
Launching.
There we go.
Nuclear missile.
Affirmative.
Yeah. Carriers do a lot of damage, and they also send out those explosive units, so they can get pretty nasty pretty fast. See that?
On our way.
That's nasty. And unfortunately, usually big ships like that will give you
Underway.
some modules that you can use. Oh, here we go. There's the hunters. And I'm going to put down a support fleet here so I can reuse that.
I knew you were a warrior, my friend, but that was
Jeez,
exceptional.
that was fast.
Green to go.
Repair drones.
Oop,
launched.
didn't hit quite everyone with the repair drones.
Roger.
And this is what I mean by I can reuse them. So right here, in the southern more area. Oh boy.
Overhauling in progress.
Open fire.
Let's pull this guy out.
Open fire.
Actually, we'll get him on the petrochemicals. So we have petrochemicals and iridium stores here. And as you can see, like, my money's already growing, so I'm just going to assume that my everything else is going to be growing as well.
Copy that.
So there's our beloved petrochems. Getting a little bit of lag here. As good of a time as any to repair everyone up.
Launched.
And so these maps are designed pretty open so that you can use them to gather resources. And once I have these resources, and as you can see, I have a lot of graphene already. And I've gathered a full 60 iridium since getting here. But once you gather all these resources, you can just leave early and you keep all those. You know, that's pretty darn cool.
Full speed ahead.
Now this one is graphene. See, the graphene and the petrochemicals are actually the ones that you'll need the least. The iridium, that is the most valuable of them.
Coordinates confirmed.
I'm gonna hit this tower first,
Underway.
and then we'll hit all the hunters.
All hands engaged.
And yes, you will eventually learn the names of all their enemy ships, but you'll never learn the names of your ships. For example, this is a
We're
Titan.
under fire.
Did not know that until just now.
Weapon systems online.
Okay, so I'm actually super high on support plates. I'm just gonna lay one here.
Roger.
Yay, petrochems. Not that valuable though. And these support plates are super duper good. Deal a lot of damage, all that sort of jazz.
Underway.
And they also soak damage, which is important as well. And put down a
Launching. Nuclear missile.
one of those over there.
We're under
And
fire.
suppose I can do a support fleet here. Just kind of speed
Affirmative.
things along. And I put a support fleet there because I'm gonna pick up a support fleet over here.
Roger.
And we have another magnetite storage, which is used for making very hard steel, space steel, but I mean, on Earth we have no real practical use for magnetite as far as I know. These are real minerals after all. Just this is a European game, so maybe things don't translate that well. Maybe they thought magnetite wasn't a real resource, I don't know.
Copy that.
Fresh magnetite, which I actually did need some of, so this has been pretty valuable experience.
Roger.
And also worth mentioning, these missions actually
Repair drones. Launched.
give
Full speed ahead.
money at the end, so lots of valuable things.
Underway.
Okay, so now to break into the main objective area, and then after that I'm going to go
Copy
for a little spin around. Oh, actually there's some things to kite here. So let's see if I can get close
We're under
enough.
fire. Coordinates confirmed.
Oh god.
Affirmative.
See, ships actually attack quite slow, all
Coordinates
things
confirmed.
considered, so I kited them away successfully. And now for the big, moment, I have to knock down this
Green to
tower,
go.
get inside, bust through. I'm actually going to drop a fleet here and a fleet over here.
Pals of ours.
Coordinates confirmed. Clear for
Mission
action.
targets.
Battle stations. They're
See if
attacking.
we can get an EMP over here, sir.
Taking care of the damages.
We need another supply feed, actually. I really underestimated how powerful these guys are going to be. They are
Weapon systems online.
taking a lot of damage. A lot more than I thought they would. All these little guys kind of screw things up a little bit because they do a little bit of damage. I mean,
We're on our guard.
oh man, I can't click on my low
Coordinates
health
confirmed.
guys. Run! Run, low health guys. Ah, I
Launch.
could have stopped that easily, but I was trying to be cautious with resources.
Underway.
And also lag. Anything else down here? Nothing else down there. Oh, we do have a little buoy
Enemy
to pick up.
detected. All hands engage. On our
And
way.
this is graphene. So there should be a second buoy here, though. No, they're all up there, actually. Of course, they will spread to the other side. Why not?
Roger.
Okay. So we have petrochemicals here. A fairly powerful fleet of
Underway.
what would I call those aircraft carrier units over there. So
Roger.
I'm gonna go for this petrochem first. There's also a supply of whoa!
Roger.
Break me. That kind of came out of nowhere.
All hands engage. Roger.
I might just nuke that that guy, nuke him, and then drop a support fleet
Clear
on him.
for action.
Because I really do not like dealing with those guys at all.
Green to go.
Self-repair. Running.
Copy that. Affirmative.
Torpedo away.
Put it behind him. Oh, actually the torpedo was actually good enough to wipe all of them out.
Coordinates confirmed.
And these little guys always give petrochemicals or graphene, iridium, or something special. They do deal damage, of course. There is no denying that.
Roger.
Oh, the support fleet I used earlier actually didn't do a thing.
Open fire.
Because there's actually a lot of guys here.
Let's hope we've seen our share of violence for a while.
Don't move.
Copy that.
Now, the big ship. Not as scary as it looks.
Nuclear missile. Fired.
Once you count for abilities and all that sort of jazz.
Boards on the way.
Full speed ahead. Coordinates confirmed.
There we go, there we go. Now it should die pretty easily.
lights.
He's not even aware of them attacking him yet.
Affirmative.
Our revenge will be swift and terrible.
Roger.
See, look at all this resource that he dropped here. A lot. Okay, so over here we have the magnetite. Oh, yeah, right, magnetite. Sorry, yes, that's right.
Taking care of the damages.
Roger.
Ooh, we have a support
On
plate
our way.
randomly down here. I don't know why my computer keeps dragging me down like that.
Affirmative. On our way.
Oh, is that an iridium cave there? Sweet.
All hands engaged.
Get me some iridium, iridium.
Battle stations. Full speed ahead. Target acquired.
Oh, we actually have a sneaky
Underway.
fleet here. Pull my troops back. Stop the self-exploding dude. On the higher difficulty, those guys, those self-exploding guys, have so much health. It's damn near impossible to get them.
Running.
On our way.
Okay. So,
On our way.
on to the final objective area.
Supports on the way.
Green to go.
Let's see if I can get a... No, can't quite reach just yet.
On our way. Weapon systems online. Here they come.
Now can I do this? We're gonna save them.
Underway.
Now we have a little iridium graphene cave, sorry, over here.
Full
I'm gonna
speed
grab
ahead.
that. I'm gonna drop another of these guys. I'm just gonna try and nuke down this graphene cave. Get that done before I finish this too quickly. Oh, I'm missing a lifeboat guy, aren't I?
Roger.
Where's he at? Oh, there's actually a base here. Hmm.
Affirmative. Copy that.
Okay. Can this guy make it in time? 3, 2, 1.
Serves him right.
Didn't make it. Right, let's return to the map. Real quick.
Underway.
You, my friend, are no one to mess with.
Now we can leave mission. Yes.
Sweeping in and saving the day.
Yay.
Our crews will
Now look
fight
what you
for it.
get here. That's a lot. For, you know,
Want to leave our
what it is. So, I'm going to quickly upgrade all these structures, and then we're going to head into the Arctic and get started on that particular objective. Oh, I got to stretch. It's morning. Yeah, and now my money totals have accumulated quite well. I'm not quite at that. I want to be around 15, 16,000 credit balance. It's difficult, but it's doable. And that means that we're going to need a lot more neural implants. Apparently organic foods are short. Definitely a lot more neural implants to do that. Which means we're going to need a big workforce in the Arctic. That's what that means. anything left to upgrade here, actually? It's not appearing, so it's showing us a shortage across the board. I did build some new ones up here. Any of them? No. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is put down a new, what we call these things, infodrome.
Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that. Haha, escaped my mind. Actually have to put down another organic farm. Which doesn't fit that well here. Now, thing we say about these, they fit in nice places. Like that's a nice little small spot you can fit in. And so now I can upgrade a whole bunch. Yeah, just like that. And that got me a new corporate level and gave me a huge infusion of
Company
cash.
stocks advance in price.
Okay, so I've leveled up a high number of structures.
Well,
I'm sure I'll have an increased demand for something, but I'm definitely gonna have an increased demand for neuro implants. I have almost an entire shipment's worth of neuro implants that I'll need to bring in. So off to the Arctic we go. We already have 2 maxed out routes. 20 is the max. If you go beyond 20, your quota requires a new form of transportation and will cost you 10 times as much for shipping. So we're going to try and reduce those costs by using efficient shipping methods. And once we hit 20, well, we'll just leave that as is and get another one. We won't be shipping beyond that until we get to, 100. But it's pretty likely we'll ever hit that point. So, we're back to the Arctic, where we have a pretty nice supply of a lot of things. And I also have some guys I can upgrade here. So quickly do that.
Suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
Oh, we're actually short on workers up here. Oops. Okay. Let's get some workers going up here.
Warning. Human resources insufficient.
Actually, just look at the time. Perhaps I will continue this next time. Until then, my name is Troublemaker.